Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you away, rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you away. I'm bound to go across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I'm bound to leave you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I won't deceive you away. I'm bound to go across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I want to hear you away. I'm bound to go across the wide Missouri. Cross the wide Missouri.
Here at Shenandoah National Park, we are able to designate around 80,000 acres of land as wilderness.
Hi, I'm Ranger Miranda.
And I'm Ranger Elsie.
We are going camping up in Shenandoah National Park tonight, and we want to know if you want to come along.
And that's another really important part of being a visitor here in Shenandoah and all national parks, is that we take care of these places. Because it's just so beautiful that, don't you want someone tomorrow to come and experience the same Shenandoah that we see today?
And one of my favorite things to do on a dark night is to look up. And out here, we are far enough away from the cities that we have a pretty dark sky. You can see something called the Milky Way.
Some of the mammals we have here at Shenandoah National Park. Now, if you come to this place over a century ago, you probably wouldn't recognize it because most of the vegetation we had here wasn't available. Over 75% of parkland showed signs of human disturbance, whether that be clearing for logging, whether that be farms, houses, businesses like gas stations. And so as a result, this land had to be kind of rejuvenated by the Civilian Conservation Corps, who planted tens of thousands of trees throughout the 1930s. And so as a result, we have the southern Appalachian hardwood forest you see before you, and it has become a home to many different species like the mustelids. And so today I want to talk to you a little bit about the mustelids, the animals that call this place home, the role they play in the environment, and some of the challenges they face moving forward. are known by a few specific characteristics. They are known for their short, stubby legs, long, slender bodies, and the fact that they are obligate carnivores, meaning they want most of their diet, if not all of it, to be meat. Now, in the case of the North American river otter, they are primarily going to be aquatic, so their food is also going to be aquatic in nature. So, for instance, they have webbing between the toes of their paws. They have special oils they secrete, which allows them to mat their fur, which allows them to go through the water more easily. They have a second set of eyelids which come down, which allow them to see underwater, although they're incredibly nearsighted on land. And they also have a tail which allows them to navigate the water. Now, seeing as they have all these different features that allow them to swim and hunt in the water very easily, what do you think their primary source of food is going to be? Fish. So they spend a lot of their time looking for fish in the water. They'll also eat other macroinvertebrates like, say, arthropods like crayfish, if they can get their paws on it, other reptiles or amphibians like salamanders in and around the water, eggs, that sort of thing. But their primary food source is going to be fish. Now, otters are very sociable creatures. They're going to spend their time, the mother and father will raise their young together, which is actually quite unusual for most of the mustelids within the park. And they're usually going to raise their young together, usually going to be about 4 to 6 pups, maybe numbers vary slightly. And the pups will be born sometime in the early spring, and then they will spend a summer and spring raising the pups together, and at the end of the summer period, the pups will reach full maturity and will be on their own. In the wild, it's not unusual for otters to live to be 6 to 8 years old. The creature I want to talk about is the American mink. Now, mink actually aren't as sociable as the otters. They do not raise their young together. Otters are usually going to be about 3 to 4 feet in length, can weigh up to 25 pounds, usually going to be a bit smaller, 10 to 20 pounds. Mink are going to be a little bit smaller. They're usually going to be 2, maybe 2.5 feet. They're only going to weigh a few pounds, 4 or 5 pounds, but what they lack in size, they more than make up for in ferocity. Now, mink actually don't have any predators in this part of the state because most of the ones that would hunt them have been kind of rooted out. So they are semi-aquatic. They also secrete oil which mats their fur. They can swim up to 100 feet while holding their breath. They are very comfortable hunting inside of a stream environment, but they hunt along the stream banks as well. And so they will eat fish and other things in the water, but they'll also eat some of the things outside, you know, eggs, salamanders, that kind of thing, but also smaller mammals like, say, rabbits, chipmunks, squirrels, and other things you might find outside of the water as well. Now, does anyone know the name mustelid might come from? Any ideas?
They smell.
Yes. So it comes from the musty scent from the oils they secrete from glands, primarily around their anus. And so they use these for different purposes. For instance, the North American river otter will use it to mark bends in the river and communicate with other otters. For the mink, they're going to be using it to mark their territories. As I said, they're not very sociable. The mother will raise the young by herself, and so that kind of gives an idea for other mink to stay away. Weasel. The least weasel is the smallest carnivore we have here within Shenandoah National Park. They usually only weigh about 7 to 8 ounces. They're usually about 8 to 10 inches long, and so they're quite tiny. And as a result, they also have a lot of species that will hunt them. Now, least weasels prefer an open meadow like what we have behind me, although it's more like a little lawn. But they like an open space like this because it's the primary place where they go hunting. So, the weasels primarily hunt voles and mice. Now, what do voles and mice create in an area like this? Burrows. So space like this and try and get in there and catch the mice and voles underground.
Thank you for watching our video. We would like to take a moment to say hello to all our new subscribers. No matter whether you are new or have been with us since the beginning, we thank you for watching and spending your time with us.